Yeah. Whatever. I don't know. I don't want to be a model minority. I don't want to be a model minority. I don't like that. I don't like it when people like put you into a box, you know? Why can't I just be like my own person? You can just be a person, right? I hate when people do that. Like, especially if you're like seen as like a foreigner, they automatically assume you have to do A, B, and C, like work really hard, but then some shit for brains kid like does nothing. He gets all the credit. I mean, why was I thinking about this? Oh yeah, you know what I saw in the news? That's why. Cause like, what did I say? Yeah, cause like there was these kids, these three university kids, who figured out a way to measure, measure how much pressure is on a quarterback while he's in the pocket, so to speak. If that makes any sense, like you know when a quarterback is in the pocket during a play, they can measure the type of pressure that's put on him. I don't know how they can figure this out. The amount of pressure that's put on him after he hikes the ball or whatever. And I'm thinking these kids only got 20 grand for a tool that will probably make the NFL millions of dollars, like hundreds of millions of dollars. Because I was thinking, do you know how useful of a tool that is to like any team to figure out if you can measure the amount of pressure on a quarterback while he's in the pocket and use that to determine how to become a better quarterback. You know what teams would just be salivating for a tool such as that? And then these kids just got 20 grand for this thing. And that's what I'm talking about. Like somebody doing all the work and the other person gets the lion's share of all the credit. Like, I don't know, man. I don't like that model minority box. I don't know. I don't like it. And part of it has to do with like the whole, because like when you come like the whole, I don't know, like the whole immigrant experience is like you have to behave more than like, it's like going, you know, like black people can attest to this. It's like when you go into a store and you try like checking your own behavior just to like make sure no one thinks like you're the thief. So you start acting really weird. I don't know, like you're not yourself. Like you're just acting like in a robotic. Like here's my hands, guys. I'm just coming into the store to buy this Slurpee. I don't know, man. It's so dumb. And then they have to go out of their way just to prove. But then the whole time nobody likes them. Not only that, but then other immigrants don't even. That's the thing too. Like, it's such a dumb game. What am I even going? Because I was thinking of my childhood. I don't know. Why can't we all just get along, guys? Why do you sound like a pansy, Sonny? Huh? Why do you sound like a pansy? Huh? Why can't we just all get along? Huh? Just be nice, guys. You can't really do that, though. Can't really do that. Yeah, I don't know. We all suck. We don't all suck. Yeah, some of us suck. Some of us suck more than others. Am I that guy? Probably. I don't know. I keep thinking about this over and over, but I don't know, man. Yeah. Boys. Some boys, like their souls, if you so to speak, or their brains, it gets stunted at a very young age because their fathers are also dummies, and their fathers, the sons of our fathers, and their father was a dummy, and their father was a dummy, and it just goes on and on and on. And then what he does is he takes like the brain or the root, not even the root, but like the flower of this psyche or this young boy's brain, and then he cuts it at the nub so it just stays stunted, if you will. Crystallized at this point in this young boy's life where He's unable to move or change. So then he becomes an adult. And his stinky brainwaves, if you will, his very stinky brainwaves emanates into the rest of the community, where it wreaks havoc, if you will. Oh, there's my phone. I don't know. Wreaks havoc. That's what. Yeah. You're like, what the hell are you talking about, bro? String a coherent thought. String a coherent thought, Sonny. What am I talking about? I don't know. No man is an island, okay? No man is an island. You live in a community. It is weird though. Like your brain, I don't know. I read a lot. I read a lot. That's what I do. I read a lot because I'm a danger to the society. Reading is a danger to some people, to some very powerful people. The pen is mightier than the sword. I don't know. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so your brain damage. Yeah, you're like a node in a sea of other nodes, you know, like a social network, so to speak. And then when one is like, there's something wrong with this node, it affects every other node. Yeah. It affects every other node. Because we don't live like, I don't know, we're like some sort of like, I don't know, supra-organism, if you will. Yeah, people are strange, man. We are though, we all know it. Like we're social animals. Like we don't, like we need other people, you know? Like you don't, like you need, like that's the thing. When someone's too isolated, they become hostile, right? That's what happens. That's the old adage, like that's the old what's the old thing? Like the guy in the cabin in the woods, like he just keeps to himself, just throwing like I don't know, planning to overthrow the government or something, or whatever. I don't know. You need other people, you know? Can't we all just get along? Huh? Come on baby now. Come on people. I don't know. Yeah, because nobody wants to see themselves as the other too. That's the other thing too. That's the strange thing. Like nobody wants to, like we need each other, but also like you also like check your own behavior to make sure you don't like lose your position, but also don't get like ostracized as well. It's strange, man. And then you might identify with like a dick, you know, like an asshole. Like you might end up identifying with a person you don't really like just to save your own butt. I don't know. Then you start like behaving in a way that you might find shameful later on. Yeah, the sons of our fathers. What you do is you crush the boy's psyche, into a little nub, if you will, so that he can never grow and change. So he's stuck in the 1950s. You know what I'm talking about? Those guys, those men who still think it's 1955? Because they can't change, bro. Because their brains have just been crystallized in this time. I don't know. So odd. That's so strange, man. I think it's dangerous too in a lot of ways, because then guys get hostile. That's the thing. Guys have, I mean, women not so much, because women like ambiguity, you know? Women can see different colors. They don't see black and white. They have a large spectrum of colors, if you will. They can see gradations. They can see, men, we need divisions. We need order. If something is out of place, we get hostile. We get angry. We get frustrated. It looks out of place. Kill it. Kill it. Destroy it. It looks out of place. I don't know. But you need both. I don't know. I mean, I prefer women, but why? Like, why? You know that old question? Like, why? Like, why the Y chromosome? You know? Like, why? Biologists have been trying to figure this out for centuries. The Y chromosome. Yeah. That's just so strange. Like the Y chromosome is shit. You know that? It's dirt. Like it's no like most of it degrades. That's why most boys get like are prone to like so many congenital disorders, neurodevelopmental disorders. The Y chromosome stinks because it takes a lot to like really raise a boy. Like, it takes a lot of resources too. It takes long for us to develop too, because we're prone to violence. Yeah. But the damage though, that's the thing, man. Because I was thinking about like the childhood, school I went to. I don't know. Because I was thinking like all this, like a lot of my problems now. Because you don't exist like in a like I don't know how people like to think like because it's hard to like even connect everything like how A led to B led to C sometimes. I don't know. But looking back, I can see it. But also, there's nothing you can do about it either, too. That's the thing, too. You can't change the past. But you can improve. That's the thing, too. Like you can't change the past, but you can like change. You can still change. That's the thing. Like the past, you can't change, but you could still improve. Like you can still improve. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, development, man. Like your psyche is very strange. Like who you develop with, like what happens, like I don't know. There's a process that goes on, guys, here in the West. We get monsters, if you will, from the uncivilized world. They come here to begin a new life, to become new. So then generations from now, they can become the authoritarians and prevent other people. I don't know. I don't know. The sons of our fathers. You're probably wondering, what am I? I don't know. You see, my head got cracked open, and then I took in all of the good Western stuff. That's why I sound the way I sound. They just scooped up my soul, and then now I am a robot. Oh man, I mean, I sound like a character from Get Out. This is it, though. I mean, this is what I am now. So I am a monstrosity. No, I'm just. The experiment has worked. I don't know. Has it worked? I don't think it. The experiment sort of worked on me, sort of didn't. The social experiment, if you will. The multicultural experiment. I don't know. What do I see? What do I see through my eyes? Yeah, hostility, man. Jeez, you can sense it in some neighborhoods. Some neighborhoods, you can just see the hostility, like it's embedded in the neighborhood, like just the way it looks. You know what I'm talking about? You know how like sometimes like your room is like a projection of what's going on in your mind? Some neighborhoods are projections of what's going on in a lot of people's minds in the neighborhood. Like, they haven't been integrated yet. There's too much, I don't know, too much tension, you know? Does that make any sense? A lot of hostility. Because like I said, no one has to see themselves as the other. So you go out of your way to identify with your aggressor. Yeah, man, so much pain. So much pain and suffering. I don't know, I feel exhausted. I'm exhausted. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. All that anger though, man. Yeah, because some guys don't know how to like, you know, some of us don't know how to, we don't know what to do with it. And they tell you, oh, we'll deal with it in a constructive way. Like, oh, yeah, go to the gym. That's good too. Yeah, put it in some bags. Not bags. Lift some weights. Run. I don't know. But no man is an island. You know. You have to work as a team. But sometimes the team isn't a good team either, though. That's the thing too. There's legitimate teams and there's illegitimate teams. Depends. I mean, some teams don't treat their players very good, man. You ever seen that? You ever watch like a football game and a quarterback keeps leaving his receiver out to dry? He just throws it just a tad too high, too far out, and he just gets hit, you know? Just hit really hard over and over. And you're like, why is this guy doing that to his receiver? Sometimes a quarterback is a dick, you know? Sometimes a quarterback is a metaphor for something else in society. Some dudes are just dicks. Because the sons of their fathers, the fathers and their sons. I don't know, man. I don't know. We give each other a hard time for reasons I don't know. Because you need to see where you are, because you're a monkey. Where you are in the pack lead, you know? I don't know. Look, if you don't have a girlfriend, you're a loser. Look, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Kidding. Yeah, man. Oh, that anger. But words, I don't know. People say words because you can be hostile with language as well. That isn't good either. But like, it's hard to like, because people say, oh, it's just words. But unless you're a psycho, here's the thing. Here's how language works, guys. See, language, words aren't just like, I don't know. They don't exist in like outside of us. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they're a representation of things, you know? That's why we have language, to communicate. Because we're social animals. But also, language also evokes other things, like emotions. That's where it comes from. We emote. How do we emote? Through language, right? That's what we do. That's what we do. I mean, if you're just spouting off words like a robot, then you're kind of a robot. There's something, your psyche got drilled down to the nub, remember? Just, there's nothing there. Yeah, language is very important. Yeah, how like words develop, like how when you start associating words with things in reality, like what you see around you. And that's the thing too, right? Your senses, right? These are your tools, right? Your touch, sight, smell, taste, hear. These are tools, so to speak, where you collect data from your environment, and then you start creating these words so that you can share this information with other people. Because remember, we're not solitary animals, we're social animals. And if you're social animals, it means you have to learn how to work with each other, right? And if you have to learn how to work with each other, it means don't harm each other, right? Try to play nice. Just play nice. But like I said, sometimes some of us are aggressors, and then you don't want to be the victim, right? Nobody wants to be the victim, so then you start identifying with the aggressor. That is the issue. And then everybody starts goose stepping, if you will. Yeah. Because like I said, the sons of our fathers, the fathers of our sons. My father was a dick, his father was a dick. Therefore, I shall be a dick. Then I start projecting that dickishness into the world, where it comes to me and comes out as well. Just always in combat mode. Just looking for a fight. You know? I don't know. Yeah, some of us just, Jesus Christ. Ah, man. Just hostile, just in a state of just combatness, you know, always. You know, like those survivalists, those people who are just always in a moment's notice for the apocalypse, you know? It's the end of the world as we know it. No, it isn't, guys. The world isn't gonna end. Okay? There's more. There's life. Just hostility, man. You guys are like, what the hell are you talking about, Sonny? I don't know. Stinking. I don't know. Combat mode. Remember, like the what was that other movie? Remember Star Trek? Like the not the old series, but the new. I watched that too. But the new movies with the new movies that came out. Remember the one with Idris Elba, where he plays like this old general from like a wartime past, and then he's going out of his way to create like issues so he can start another war, because that's what he needs. Does that make any sense? Like, forget which movie, but I think you'll know what I'm talking. Like Idris plays like this like general who's gone way off the deep end. Like he's like, you know, like Apocalypse Now, like that general who just goes to like some island in the not island but he goes wayward, if you will. Why do I feel so uncomfortable? But yeah, like I feel so uncomfortable. He plays this general who just goes way too cuckoo. You know, like because he's from the military. So the only thing he understands is combat, violence. That's what he understands. That's all he understands. So peacetime is something he's uncomfortable with. So he starts creating chaos for everyone around him. Because that's where he thrives, in chaos in a lot of ways. And then in the movie he tries to destroy this like thriving metropolis or something, and then I think Captain Pike, whatever he is, tries to prevent him from doing so. He tries to sow division, that character. Odd, man. So much anger. Ugh. And what can you really do, you know? Like, if someone's brain is like that, like, let's say, like, what can you, like, it's not like you can just develop, like, especially boys, man, if it's stunted, it's stunted. Like, it's not gonna go back. Like, they're stuck at that age. Like, it's not gonna, then what do, you know? And then it's a issue for everyone around you. Like, everybody knows you're the narcissist, but you don't know, you know? Like, you're not fully aware of what's, but everyone around you is like, hey, this guy's like, you know, he's a little, everybody has to walk on eggshells. I don't know, man. What do you do? Oh, jeez. So much. And then you start losing yourself in this individual, because they're like a black hole, if you speak, like, so to speak. They're like this black hole, because like they don't even have a self. Like, it's like because they got scooped out. So it's just a black hole, if you will, and everybody just gets sucked into their craziness, you know. And then they start projecting a reality that isn't even true there, like, either. You tend to see that a lot in like entertainment or politics, but like liars, you know, not even liars. I mean, they use euphemisms like paltering or I don't know, misinformation or just lies, guys. They're just liars, just lies. Okay, you're gaslighting. You're construing lies. That's what it is. What's the technical term? Malignant normality. It's when you just start creating an entire new reality. And if people just start following Gustav because your brain waves are just so out of whack, your EEGs are just so out of whack. It's just affecting everyone around you. We don't know what to do. Well, I don't know. Why am I saying this stuff? Oh man. Yeah, some guys are just nuts. Some dudes who inherited an authority, if you will, are just crazy, man. Yeah. But it is what it is. I can't do anything about it, right? What is it saying? Change the things you can change, accept the things you can't, whatever. But it's crazy though, man. Like, why do you have to deal with somebody else's BS? You know? And you're gonna take the brunt of it? Like, I don't even understand. We all need a scapegoat. We all need a scapegoat. Because we're all damaged, guys. Everybody thinks they're the smartest person in the room, or their group is better than this group. We need outsiders. We need outsiders, okay? We need exclusivity and outsiders. So they know who they are. Why can't we just all get along, guys? Yeah. Who am I? Who am I? Who is Sunny? I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, men are nuts. And it's not like women are any better either. I mean, they don't care. I mean, because women exist in their own space, right? So they're not, they're part of the dynamic, but they're not, it's a different role, you know? They're playing a different character in the movie. So their plot line is different than his plot line. But they're both in the movie, you know? Yeah. We need winners and losers, okay? Don't be a loser, be a winner. Everything is black or white. This or that. What a way to live, though, man. Jeez. Imagine, oh my god. Why the Y? Why the Y chromosome? Why? Why the Y? Jesus Christ. Yeah, man, hostility, aggression, violence. I want what you have. You don't want what I have. I'm not you. You're not me. We're different. You look different. I don't know. We're part of an experiment, guys. A grand social experiment to bring us all together. All together. All the peoples of the world. To come together to prove to the aliens, if you will, that we're not violent monkeys. That's why we're doing all this. Do you know that? It's a proof to the Federation that we're civil. We can get along. I don't know. Maybe, we'll see. But it depends, I mean. Sometimes a quarterback is a dickhead, so here we are. We got a dickhead quarterback. Maybe we're just stuck here forever, you know? Maybe they quarantined us. Maybe COVID was like, maybe they were trying to show us, like the people, like, what really happened, you know? What really happened was all of Earth got quarantined. Does that make any sense? The entire planet got quarantined, guys, because our quarterbacks are dickheads. Some of them have very stunted brains. They can't think very far or long term or beyond themselves. Whatever. It's like, remember that South Park episode where like some sort of device, or not a device, but like some sort of quantum element crashes onto Earth, and they use it for like some sort of, was it a race car or some shit? But anyway, the gist of it was like they stole this thing, The town colludes. All the world governments collude to hold on to like this imaginary currency. Not imaginary currency, but some sort of like alien currency. And then these aliens come down and they ask them like, "What do you guys like? We like lost this thing. Can you guys just like?" All they had to do was just tell them the truth, right? But everybody wanted to get their beak wet. Isn't that weird? All they had to do was just tell these aliens, yeah, it came, it's over here. We don't know what it is. But instead, they just kept hiding it for a bunch of like, and then in the end, they're like, you guys are like crazy. Like, we were testing you. Like, why would you guys try to take, because we're so dumb. I don't know, man. Everybody gets their beak wet. Oh, whatever. We're all winners. We're all winners, guys. You're like, what are you talking about, Sonny? What are you talking about? I'm talking about Jodie Foster in Taxi. I don't know. Come on, people now. This is so stupid. Yeah, man, you're winners. We're all winners. There's winners, there's losers. As long as you win, man. It's not how you win or lose, it's how you play the game. Don't play the game. Just be a normal person. Be a normal, balanced individual, you know? Do things, do other things. Communicate with people. You don't have to destroy everyone, you know? Not everyone is a thing you need to destroy. I don't know. Stop harming people, you know, for no reason other than for your ego, you know, just to prove something. I don't know, to prove to who? Because you need a standard, if you will, Pinocchio. I don't know. You need some sort of fascist standard, if you will, a thing outside of yourself, the Ubermensch, if you will, a thing to strive for. There's nothing wrong with you, man. You weren't born with sin. I don't know. What's this? What's this? Yeah, I don't get it, man. The thing is, boys, like you need to know, like, women have a better understanding of ambiguity. They can see, like, they can see grays, they can see colors. Guys, boys, because a lot of them got stunted when very young, when they were like kids, they still categorize things according to just colors and shapes because they're very dumb. Right? Like the blues go over the blues, the reds go over the reds, the blacks go over the blacks, the whites, because they're colors, I don't know, because they're very dumb. They need shapes and toys, you know? Ugh, so dumb. I don't know. Does it sound like I'm in a lot of pain? I'm probably in a lot of pain. You just leave someone out high and dry for what? I don't get it. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't know. What was I writing? Oh, that's why. Oh, this is funny. You ever see somebody who wears like a knockoff product? That's what I'm talking about. Like wanting to identify with something so bad. You put on you wear knockoffs just so people think you're associated with that label. Isn't that weird? Isn't our psyche so strange like that? There was a woman the other day, I saw like a Louis Vuitton mask she was wearing, and you know it was a fake Louis Vuitton. Like I knew it was fake. But she wore the Louis Vuitton just so people, because in her head she associates it with luxury. So the woman was obviously not luxurious, but she's like, could you imagine, like in your head, like you associate this thing with luxury, and in your head, like, you know what? Maybe if I wear this thing, I could be part of that too. Is that sad? Wow. And I knew it was a knockoff. Everybody knew it was a knock. I mean, everyone knows it. It's just, but in her head, she's like, if people could just think for a second or if I wear this knockoff Louis Vuitton because of the association it has with luxury, maybe I'm also that thing, you know? That I'm not this thing. What do they say? Like, people don't buy products, they buy the difference in price between products. Does that make any sense? Like, I buy something not only just for its utility value, but also because of the status that it's associated with it as well, right? You know, like the Rolex watch or the Ferrari. Because I want you to, when I have this thing, I want you to think you're the other, you know, like you're less than. Because in actuality, the thing has no real value. Like a Rolex doesn't have intrinsic value. So like the piece, I mean, if you like a Ferrari well, I mean, 'cause they say engineering and all that, but what you're really buying is the difference in price. That's what you're buying. So people know I'm a success. Which isn't, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But then what is success, you know? I don't know. Is success like, is it only like, do you only get it at somebody else's downfall? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, or do you get it like, do you only get it by seeing somebody else who has something less than you? Or do you get like, because I was thinking of that woman, she had like a knockoff Louis Vuitton, and I'm trying like, why would you, I mean, I know it's a knockoff, everyone knows it's a knockoff, you know it's a knockoff. So then why do you wear, because you want the idea, you just want to be associated with, even though it isn't real. Isn't that sad? I don't know. Who we are, you know? We're trapped. We're trapped amongst ourselves. Hell is other people. Yeah. Knockoffs. It's not like the real thing even has any, like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. So weird though, man. That's what I mean. Like you try so hard to fit in, and then you just start. You lose yourself. Know thyself, as Socrates would say. Know thyself. Then who you are is just a collection of, I don't know, guys. Is it genetic or are you part of your environment? I don't know, guys. It's a mix of both. Know thyself. Yeah, that's odd, man. Identifying, like, you want to identify so hard, you're willing to do, you know, peer pressure, guys. I don't know. But at the same time, you don't want to be the guy in a cabin in the woods either, you know? That's not good either. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be in a bunker, if you will, talking into a camera by yourself. I don't know. What are the ramblings? What are the ramblings? Language. Why are we talking about language? Oh yeah, ChatGPT. That thing's a waste. You know how dumb that thing is. Well, that came and went. The hype for that came and went, right? What a useless. A chatbot. Like I said, people have a hard time understanding what language is. It's not just a bunch of words, guys. Like you really need to understand where language comes from in the brain, its relation to, you know, your emotions, organic matter, you know, I think that you're flesh and bone, because you feel pain, you feel things, you live, you die, you live with other people, you emote. So you have language, you know, to communicate these things. They're not just cold floating words, you know. I don't know. ChatGPT, what a dumb thing. We're way off. I mean, it's gonna be a while before, cause like, here's the thing. Like, if you're gonna make this whole AI thing, artificial intelligence, here's my take on it. Okay, it's either it's just a tool, right? It never comes to life. It's just some inorganic machine, just a tool. It's a really cool tool that we can use at our disposal. Okay, that's fine. But at the end of it, it's just a tool. right? It's not free. It's not motivated internally. You know, it can't just do whatever it wants. It's just a tool. It's just a robot. It's a slave. But here's the other, which is if it's that, then who cares? At the end of the day, it's just a tool. Who cares? But if you want to make a non-living thing alive, right? So if you want to make an inorganic thing, non-biological thing alive, how would you do that? What are you going to replicate the same processes that go in our brain? How are you going to do that? How are you going to replicate, let's say, emotions, for example? How would you replicate, I don't know, the neurotransmitters that are responsible for these chemicals that fire when you, I don't know, come in contact with something in your environment, for example? And these things, like these patterns develop through your, it didn't just happen overnight. They develop throughout while you're growing up, like through your development, into an adult. And you have all these neural pathways in your head and all these patterns and all these pathways. How would you be able to just replicate that in an inorganic thing and have it come to life? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can take a neurotransmitter and just replicate the same functions, like the same functions it has in a non-organic thing, if so to speak. I don't know. Maybe they already have it. Who knows? Maybe the military has it somewhere, lock and key. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just speculating. Who cares? But yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's either you want, and that's the thing. Even if you want a thing that becomes alive, where it's conscious, it's free, moved internally, then what? It's not like it's gonna work for you. I don't get it. So you want this thing to just do its own thing? I don't get it. And it can't die. So then it's not really held to the same standards we are, right? So then there's a bunch of assumptions. What I'm saying is there's a bunch of assumptions people make about these things, and they're not really thinking about all the factors, that really go into it, ChatGPT. This is a stupid chatbot, guys. People have a hard time understanding what language is, where it comes from. You're not some parrot, I don't know. Unless you're a psycho, like I said, your brain got stunted, so you're just spouting off words. There's nothing, just the words. You know the words, but no music. If that makes any sense? Jesus Christ. ChatGPT. That came and went. Hey, look, see. Jesus. Here's the thing. If you want to create another why not just make a person, guys? Huh? Let's create this inorganic thing, okay? It will come to life. Pinocchio will come to life. You know what you can do? You can make a person. Did you know that? You just make a human being. You can do that. You can do that. This human being will become super intelligent. He will be moved internally. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Even if you can make some super intelligent artificial robot, let's say it was moved into, it came to life. Let's say it's a free thing now, right? Why would it even need language? It probably would even communicate with us. It'd just be like, why am I talking to this thing? I don't need to talk to this thing. Not only that, but if it has access to all the knowledge and only just keep collecting it, why would it even need to why would it help us? It'd just be like, here, do your thing, I'll just leave. It doesn't need to eat, so why else is it? There's so many assumptions that people make. They don't really think about what it isn't. So dumb. Unless, of course, it's just a tool, like I said. And if it's just a tool, who cares? It's just a tool. Some human beings are tools. Unfortunately, some people make themselves tools. They just crushed your psyche at a very young age to the nothing. Then they become tools. I don't know. ChatGPT. What a dumb. I'm responsible for ChatGPT. I don't know. It's so stupid. Just empty words floating around. not like it's alive. It's not alive, guys. Like, oh, you know how complicated a human brain is? Like, oh my god. Just a bunch of tools. And even if they already had something like that, I mean, the military would just use it to kill a bunch of people anyway, so. I don't know. Maybe I'm a robot. See how I talk? Talking from the 1950s? They cracked open my head and they filled my psyche with. I'm the experiment. I'm the social experiment. Yeah, I don't know. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I really am. Going to an island. A secret island. A faraway island, guys. See, need to go away for a bit. You know? You know when you just gotta do that? Yeah. I feel out of sorts. Hope they don't turn me into a deep fake, you know? Hope they don't turn me into a deep fake. They have me stuck in these four walls forever. Remember that remember Superman, like he banishes like the bad Kryptonians into like that square prison? Remember? And they're just floating through space like ah. What if this is our prison, guys? Right here. And it entraps a certain type of person. A cluster bomb. Yeah. That is funny though, man. We're just all stuck on social media now. Just mirrors looking at each other. Just, I don't know. Yeah. My deep fake. That's wild though, man. Imagine selling. Remember, like there was a time, like there was an issue with like copyrighted dead people when they would like use the likeness of like dead people in commercials and stuff. Like it was like John Wayne or something. Like you see commercials with dead celebrities, and they're used to hawk products long after they're dead for their estate or something like that. That's wild, man. Could you imagine owning the likeness of a dead person, like in a deep fake? Wow. That's crazy, man. Like you're gone, like you're long gone, but whatever image you are is now just sold. Like you yourself, like you, whoever you are as a person, like your whole personality, your identity, some corporation owns it now. And then they just sell you to sell products. They use you to hawk products. Jeez. Don't sell my likeness, image, or soul. Soul. Selling God made you in his image. So don't sell your image. Is that what I'm doing right now? Odd. I lost my humanity. I'm stuck between these four walls, guys. I'm in a simulated reality. I sold my soul to the devil. The image of the beast. I sold my likeness, my image. Forever. For you to consume forever. This is my eternal hell. As everyone else is on the internet. I don't know. I don't know, man. I hope I don't end up with a deep fake. That is crazy though, eh? Like what is a deep fake then? Like what is that? Is that a real, like, is it a living thing? Like what is that? What do we create? Like if I have like, let's say there's, because I think the Tom Cruise ones, where like, I guess it collects whatever, all like, everything he's ever done, like all his movies, television, everything, and they collect all this data, and then he just talks Is that a living thing? What is that? Is a deepfake a living? What the hell is that? What are we witnessing? What the hell is that? Is it alive? Or is it a product? What the hell is that thing? What is a deepfake? That is strange, guys. What is going on? Where are we headed towards? We're headed towards the singularity. You know, I don't know. Man, that's strange, man. Deep fake. Selling your likeness and image. You know? Almost like you're selling your soul to the beast. I don't know. I'm talking nonsense. Who's talking to you right now? Who knows? This is just a vessel, if you will. My psyche got hijacked. Yeah. And the process, like, it happens a long time ago, too. You don't know what really happens a long time. I mean, by the time you understand what happened, it's too late. It's too late, really. The sons of our fathers, as... Remember Simba, the Lion King? His father's spirit is with him forever and ever and ever. It's gone. Simba had an identity issue. He lost his kingdom. He got assimilated, if you will. Simba. He tried to identify with his aggressors, but they wouldn't accept it. Okay? He looked weird. He smelled weird. He was the other. Relegated to the inner cities. The unintegrated psyche, if you will. Oh, man. Why do we have such shitty quarterbacks, man? I don't know. We need leaders. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. I'm leaving, guys. I don't know when I'll be back. I don't know. We'll see. I'll make some more videos from the island. This special island that I'm going to. Oh, man. I like these glasses that I'm wearing today. So you don't see into my soul. Because the eyes are the window to the soul, guys. Yeah, ChatGPT. What a dumb invention. This is a chatbot. Who cares? It's alive! No, it's not alive, guys. Not alive. What is consciousness then? That's a good question, man. I don't know. We haven't figured it out yet, that's for sure. The brain is a mysterious thing, you know? Like I said, one brain is a node in a sea of other nodes. We're a community, a superorganism, if you will, who need leaders and pack leaders. We're like ants, you know? I don't know. But if the quarterback is shitty, ugh, Jesus Christ. Ugh. Puppies will die. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. This one's going to the books, guys. This one's going to the books. See you on the island.